Honestly, I was pulling these up the other day and I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. I like this version too.
Oh wow, yeah, I remember this. This was cool. It's kind of almost like Mac DeMarco, more like Bruce Springsteen than what it ended up being. This is fun and exposing.
This episode is being supported by Tape It, the iPhone recording app made for musicians by musicians.
I got this little Delicia idea was, I think I was in, outside of Naples, Italy. I was staying in this tiny little hotel and waiting to do a night shoot and grabbed just a little thing and then instantly was kind of like, oh, this is kind of cool. And
so are you recording these ideas on your phone? Is that what?
Voice memo.
Just a voice memo.
Do you have any of that gold to share with us?
Yes.
I changed the names of these, so I'm hoping this is the right one.
We'll see which one it is.
Oh, here we go. iPhone demo.
Baby girl, you're on fire. Hot sweat, double desire. Baby girl, what do you like? Teach it to me tonight. Teach it to me tonight. You're locked, I'm the key.
I think that's the only lyric that really survived.
Sinking, guess who's the sea? I'll be anything you want me to be.
This is fun and exposing.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's good.
No. This is
I wanna know.
This was the chorus for a while, but more of a bridge.
eventually became the bridge
Yeah.
of the track. What used to be the chorus.
I wanna see.
That was the real thing that was like, I feel like sometimes it can be very quick that like the concept for a song can come together, but this one kind of took a little longer, to be honest with you. It was one that we liked the instrumental, really liked both of the parts, but it never quite sort of like crystallized.
Could never figure out how to finish it, but I think we all felt like, oh, there's something here.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it was, for a while, it was verse, old chorus, which is a bridge. It was that just basically first chorus, verse, chorus, and then we tried a bunch of different ways to end it, and we just couldn't kind of crack it. But I think it was really your idea that maybe that was a bridge. Yeah, really.
Trying to write a new chorus was sort of
because the chords of that are really kind of more of like a passing thing and less of like something that somebody's really gonna be maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why I felt that way, but just felt like, oh yeah, this sounds like a bridge to me more than a chorus. But this was your first version. I think you had done a session, just you and John. It was a little bit slower. This is the first production.
Wow, I forgot about this one. What synth is that? Is that the
I don't know. It must be a Juno.
It's kind of almost like Mac DeMarco, more like Bruce Springsteen than what it ended up being.
Honestly, I was pulling these up the other day and I was like, oh man, this is pretty cool. I like this version too.
Oh, cool, man.
And then just gonna jump ahead a little bit. You didn't have the chorus vocals in here at all. And there's this entirely different outro too. Let's see if I can find this.
Oh wow, yeah, I remember this. This was cool. Yeah, there was also a point in this track where this was when I was really inspired by what's that Cher song?
I'm not sure.
Where there's that big cutout and there's a big modulation.
Oh yeah.
I was like, maybe that's what we should try to do for this song. Not this version, but a different.
I have no idea what happened to this.
I think I was listening to like Men I Trust, honestly.
Gotcha.
On the airplane a lot.
But yeah. So that's version 1.
This episode is being supported by our good friends at Tape It, the iPhone app made specifically for musicians. If you, like many of our guests, use voice memos, then as far as we're concerned, switching to Tape It is an obvious choice. It's free, and there are a load of features you won't find on Apple's Voice Memos app, including the ability to record straight from your lock screen, set markers, add notes, include photos of settings, and you can easily import your old voice notes, sync to the cloud, and create shared playlists with co-writers and bandmates. So head to the link below to install the app now. And if you want even more, check out Tape It Pro and use the promo code TAPENOTES to receive a whopping 20% off. And now, back to the episode.
I'm not sure how much we want to look into this, but I guess like we have a bunch of different versions. Oh, there's the walking intro. So
Bye-bye synth bass.
Yeah. You had swapped it out with the
P bass.
This also is Wes now on drums, our friend Wes Toledo, who's in Post Animal and tours in the Joe band also.
Right.
The signature. He's got the strongest snare hand in the game. I also think a major difference between this and what we ended up with the final was just the guitar production. Kind of is this sort of like roomy, springy sort of thing going on, instead of what we ended up with, which is a much more like police-driven, chorusy.
It feels so slow. That was another thing that changed in other iterations, was speeding up the track a bit.
That's something that you never really know. I feel like with Potion, it was a very similar thing, is like how when you're kind of like stuck inside of the song when you're working on it, it's really hard to step back and like have any sort of objective view about the key or the speed of the track. And I think throughout the process of working on this record, we really tried to better suit the key and the tempo as we were going on. I think like this is obviously a lot too slow, so it's kind of interesting to look back at it. So
what should we hear? What do we need to hear from the actual track or the evolution of the track further?
Man, play some of these other... I'm just selfishly, I'm kind of interested. What happened on August 4th?
Yeah, let's see. This is the next iteration. This is version 16, it looks like. Okay, so this is when you had... verse... bailed on the verse. This I think this was like it was at the end of a block of a session, like a week or 10 days or something at Electric Lady, and we had like, I remember it was like the last night. It was like 11 p.m. This is so typical, and then that's when you kind of cracked the chorus. But let me just jump to the
so typical Ned. Oh yeah, we this pre-chorus in this part. And it's like, okay, well now you got to go back to Houston. I got to go back to Atlanta. Now it's gonna get even harder because we can't finish.
I think you had been in the booth for like 45 minutes just trying. Chorus was on loop, and this is basically when we finally cracked a chorus that felt right. But
I do remember. No. I'll exclude that part, maybe.
So at this point, you're walking away from the song. You've got it to the point that you want it to be.
Exactly.
But you've got other commitments, so you've got to go away.
I know.
That sucks.
And then you've got to reconvene or find a time to reconvene.
And it honestly was, it was hard once we had to come back to it. It was like, it's tough because when you finally kind of like crack into it, you're like, oh, crap. Okay, we got there, but now we have to like go do other stuff. And then, so it can be tough to kind of crack back into it. And it proved to be very tough to crack back into it, to like finish all the vocals and stuff. It was, again, I think like the 11th hour of the last thing again.
It was like, because it was on a checklist for our last session. We had like, it was like, deadline's coming now. We got to get this thing mixed.
Exactly.
And
then it becomes this thing where you're like kind of, I'll speak for myself. I'm like always after the new stuff, trying to like, ooh, what's the new stuff? Let's like spark something up, because then it'll go and you'll finish it really quick. Like Gap Tooth, we did that like easy. Like that was so fun and so natural. And then you got to like pull the teeth of this song a little bit to try to like get it to where it needs to be. Both kind of, have their own, sense of victory, I think, when you do them. But it's hard work, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard work.
Worth it.
Worth it, for sure.